Be me 27F, Senior Culture and Equity Strategist at a San Francisco tech startup, degree in sociology with a minor in media studies. Job mostly consists of sending out pulse surveys, organizing lunch and learns, and policing the Slack channels for microaggressions. Pay is obscene for what I actually do. Live in a gentrified loft in Oakland with my cat, RBG. Life is a curated feed of aesthetic coffee shops, protest signs, and wine nights. Single, obviously. Men are exhausting. My entire personality is built around being an ally and smashing the glass ceiling. In reality, I just sit in meetings and use buzzwords like synergy, bandwidth, and emotional labor. Have a private Signal group chat with the other girls in HR and marketing. We call it the Coven. It's where we tear everyone apart, especially the engineering team. We call them the tech bros. A sea of hoodies, poor posture, and unearned confidence. They actually build the product that pays our salaries, but we view them as necessary evils, walking HR violations waiting to happen. Our mission is to civilize them, or at least make them terrified of saying the wrong thing. Enter Project Harmony, my brainchild, a massive internal audit of the company's communication styles to root out subconscious bias. Basically, I need to scrape years of Slack data, emails, and Jira tickets, analyze it for gendered language and exclusionary terminology, then present a report to the CEO to justify my department's budget increase. Problem is, I don't know how to code. I don't know SQL. I don't know Python. I barely know Excel beyond making the cells different colors. I need a code monkey. I go to the CTO, demand resources. I frame it as a critical compliance initiative. He sighs, looks at his shoes, and assigns me someone from the backend team. Enter Simon, 29M, Senior Systems Architect, the archetype of everything I despise. Pale, wears the same gray zip-up hoodie every day, noise-canceling headphones permanently attached to his skull. Quiet, too quiet, never comes to the happy hours, never participates in the fun Fridays, just sits there and types. He's efficient, apparently. The CTO says he's a wizard. I see a project. I see someone who needs to be taught his place in the new hierarchy. First meeting with Simon. I book a glass-walled conference room. I come in 5 minutes late, holding an iced oat milk latte. Power move. He's already there, laptop open, looking at lines of code. Doesn't stand up when I enter. Strike one. Hey Simon, thanks for making time, I say, voice dripping with corporate condescension. He looks up, blinks. Yeah, what do you need? No pleasantries. No how are you. No compliment on my outfit. Just transactional efficiency. I hate him immediately. I launch into my spiel about Project Harmony, using all the big words. Paradigm shift, systemic analysis, linguistic equity. He stares at me blankly. So you need a data dump of the message logs filtered by user ID and timestamp, he asks. He reduces my visionary project to a database query. It's more than that, Simon. We need sentiment analysis. We need to identify patterns of toxicity. Okay, I can write a script to scrape the text. You'll have to feed it into whatever NLP tool you're using. I nod, pretending I know what NLP means. Great, I need it by Friday. He pauses. Friday, that's 2 days. We have a server migration this weekend. I'm fully booked. I smile, the smile of a predator. Simon, this comes directly from the executive team. It's a priority. I'm sure you can find the bandwidth, unless you don't care about making this company a safe space. The trap is set. If he says no, he's anti-diversity. He sees the trap. He sighs, shoulders slumping. Fine, I'll get you the raw data by Friday. I walk out feeling triumphant. Post in the Coven. Just bulldozed a tech bro into doing my work for me. They crumble so easily when you threaten their reputation. Responses come in. Yas Queen Slay, drink his tears. Friday comes. Simon sends a zip file at 6:00 p.m. I'm already at a wine bar. I don't open it until Monday. It's a CSV file. Thousands of rows. Just raw text. I can't read this. I can't present this. I wanted charts. I wanted graphs showing how oppressive the men are. I march over to his desk. He's in the zone, typing furiously. I tap on his shoulder. He jumps slightly, pulls off one headphone. Simon, what is this? It's the data you asked for. It's unreadable. How am I supposed to find the bias in this? He looks confused. You asked for the data. That's the data. You said you were doing the analysis. I'm a strategist, Simon. I don't dig through spreadsheets. I need you to visualize it. That wasn't in the ticket, and I have actual work to do. The migration had issues. I cross my arms. Actual work. So creating an inclusive environment isn't actual work to you. He rubs his temples. He looks exhausted, dark circles under his eyes. Look, I can run it through a visualization tool, but it'll take time. I'm the only one managing the legacy servers right now. Make time. I have a presentation with the CEO next week. I walk away. I don't care about his servers. I don't care about his workload. He's a white male in tech. He's playing life on easy mode. A few late nights won't kill him. Over the next week, I ride him hard. I message him on Slack constantly. Status: can we change the color scheme to be more welcoming? Why is the data showing that women send more messages? That feels incorrect. Check your algorithm. He responds in monosyllables. Working on it. Done. It's not an algorithm, it's a count. I complain to my boss that Simon is being obstructive and difficult to work with. My boss, terrified of looking unsupportive, talks to the CTO. Simon gets pulled into a meeting. I see him walk out looking defeated. Good. He needs to learn that soft skills matter. He stays late every night. I leave at 5 p.m. sharp. Work-life balance is important for me. Not for him, apparently. He sends me the finalized dashboard at 2 a.m. on Thursday. It's beautiful. Pie charts, heat maps, keyword clouds. It perfectly supports my narrative. I put it into my PowerPoint. I delete his name from the credits slide. He's just the mechanic. I'm the architect. I present to the CEO and the board. I crush it. I use words like toxic velocity and empathy gaps. The CEO is nodding. This is eye-opening, he says. Great work. I beam. It took a lot of digging, but I felt it was necessary to expose the culture rot. I say. I take full credit. I get a bonus. I get a shout-out in the company newsletter. Champion of culture. I walk past Simon's desk. He's staring at his screen. He doesn't look up. I feel a twinge of something. Not guilt. Just the power. I won. He served his purpose. A month passes. I'm riding high. I decide to expand the project. Project Harmony Phase 2. Real-time monitoring. I want a bot that flags problematic language in Slack as it happens. I go back to the CTO. I need Simon again. The CTO looks uncomfortable. Simon is pretty burned out. He's handling the entire back-end infrastructure by himself since Mark left. He's the only one who knows the codebase for my project. I insist. I can't trust anyone else. It's sensitive data. The CTO folds. He always folds. I go to Simon's desk. Round 2, buddy, I say cheerful. He looks at me. His eyes are dead. Flat. No emotion. I can't, he says. Excuse me. I can't do it. I'm maxed out. If I take on another project, the system will crash. I laugh. Don't be dramatic, Simon. You guys always say the system will crash. It never does. It never does because I stay here until midnight fixing it. Well, that sounds like a time management issue on your end. Maybe if you communicated better, you wouldn't be so stressed. I lecture him on self-care while demanding more labor. The irony is lost on me because I don't see him as a person. I see him as a resource, a privilege-hoarding resource that needs to be mine. I'm putting the ticket in, Simon. Failure to deliver will be noted in your performance review, and you know who writes the culture section of those reviews. Me. He stares at me for a long, uncomfortable silence. Then he nods slowly. Okay, he says. Okay, put the ticket in. He smiles. It's a weird smile. Not happy. Just final. I'll do exactly what you ask. The request is ridiculous. I want the bot to filter every message against a database of 5,000 trigger words. I want it to run in real time. I want it to auto-report to HR. Simon emails me. Running this level of query on the live production server will cause significant latency. It might time out the customer portal. I reply, stop making excuses. We need to prioritize safety over speed. Just do it. He replies, please confirm in writing that you want me to prioritize the diversity bot over system stability. I roll my eyes. Typical CYA cover your ass tactic. I reply, I am confirming that Project Harmony is the top priority for this quarter. Proceed immediately. I screen cap the exchange and post it to the coven. He's trying to mansplain server load to me. Lol, just code the bot, nerd. They laugh. He codes the bot. He deploys it on Tuesday morning, right before the all-hands meeting. Tuesday 10:00 a.m. The CEO is on stage streaming to the entire company. He's talking about record growth. Suddenly Slack freezes. Then email goes down. Then the customer support tickets stop coming in. Then the murmurs start. Phones start ringing. The customer success manager runs into the room. The platform is down. Everything is down. Clients can't log in. The CEO stops speaking. What's going on? The CTO is frantically typing on his phone. I don't know. The server's just flatlined. CPU usage hit 100% and stayed there. I'm sitting there, sipping my matcha, annoyed that the Wi-Fi isn't working. I can't refresh Instagram. The CTO runs out of the room. I follow curious. We go to the server room IT pit. Simon's desk is empty. Clean. Personal items gone. No Funko Pops, no spare hoodie, no coffee mug. Just his laptop closed. On top of the laptop is a sticky note and an access badge. The CTO opens the laptop. It's wiped, reformatted. He logs into the admin console from his own machine. He's sweating. What is this? He mutters. What's running? What is eating all the memory? He pulls up the logs. He turns around and looks at me. His face is pale. It's the bot. What? I ask. The diversity bot. It's querying every single database table every millisecond. It's essentially a DDoS attack coming from inside the house. Well, turn it off, I say, annoyed. I can't. He locked it. He encrypted the root access before he left. Who? Simon. Chaos ensues. The company is offline for 6 hours. We lose 3 major contracts. The estimated loss is in the millions. The CTO finally manages to kill the server and reboot it in safe mode. He finds the email chain, the one where Simon warned me, the one where I said, stop making excuses, the one where I confirmed Project Harmony is the top priority over system stability. He finds the code. Simon commented every line, per instruction from HR strategy lead, ignoring latency warnings. Priority override, absolute. Malicious compliance is an art form. And Simon was Picasso. But the kicker wasn't the crash. It was his resignation letter. It wasn't sent to HR. It was a scheduled script that auto-posted to the general Slack channel the moment the servers came back online. Everyone saw it. The CEO saw it. The interns saw it. The coven saw it. Text of the message. To the executive team, I have resigned effective immediately. For the past 3 years, I have maintained this infrastructure alone. I have worked weekends, holidays, and through vacations. I never asked for recognition. I just wanted to do my job. However, the culture of this company has shifted from building great products to policing language and ego stroking. I was told recently that my concerns about system stability were mansplaining and excuses. I was told that my time was not my own, but a resource to be harvested for political capital. I was told to prioritize a censorship bot over the functionality of the product that pays everyone's rent. So I did. I followed instructions exactly. The crash you experienced today was not an accident. It was the direct result of the requirements given to me by my name. I warned her, she insisted. I realized I was fighting a losing battle. You don't want engineers. You want obedient scapegoats to blame when your ideology meets reality. I'm tired of being the villain in your narrative, just because I exist as a quiet man who wants to code. I have a new job starting Monday. The pay is better, and they don't have a culture strategist. Good luck with the bot. The password to the encryption key is the cost of the empathy gap you talk so much about. Simon, the office is dead silent. Everyone is reading it. I feel eyes on me, not the admiring eyes from the presentation. Cold eyes, angry eyes. The sales VP looks like he wants to strangle me. The CEO walks out of his office. In my office now, I try to rally. I try to spin it. I walk in there with my head high. This is clearly an act of cyberterrorism, I say. He's a disgruntled employee. This proves my point about toxic masculinity. He destroyed the company because he couldn't handle taking orders from a woman. I'm winding up for a big speech about safety and fragility. The CEO holds up a hand. Stop. He slides a piece of paper across the desk. It's the printout of my email to Simon. Did you write this? Yes, but I was pushing for. Did you tell him to prioritize the bot over the system stability? After he warned you it would crash. I didn't think he was serious. He's always complaining. He is the lead architect. When he says it will crash, it will crash. The CEO looks at me. The veneer of progressive ally is gone. He's just a businessman who lost money. You cost us $2 million today. I was trying to improve the culture. You destroyed the product. There is no culture without a company. There are no paychecks without clients. Simon did this. He sabotaged us. Simon followed your orders. You sabotaged us. He just let you hold the gun. He points to the door. Pack your things. Legal will be in touch regarding the damages. If you try to spin this on social media, we will release the emails. I walk back to my desk. My access is already revoked. I can't log into Slack. I can't say goodbye to the coven. I pack my succulent and my future is female mug. I walk out of the building. I see the engineers huddling in the corner. They're trying to fix the code. They don't look at me. But as I pass, I hear one of them laugh. A short, dry laugh. I pull out my phone. Check the group chat. Guys, you won't believe what happened. The patriarchy just struck back so hard. I'm being scapegoated. I wait for the support. I wait for the OMG sue them, and you're a martyr. Read by Ashley. Read by Jessica. Read by Chloe. They're typing. Jessica, honestly babe, we saw the emails. You kinda fucked up. The stock options are tanking because of this. Maybe don't text us for a bit. I stare at the screen. The sisterhood. The solidarity. Gone the moment it affected their bottom line. I stand on the sidewalk waiting for my Uber. It starts to rain. I think about Simon. I think about him sitting in his quiet apartment, probably playing video games, totally unbothered. He warned me. He told me exactly what would happen. I thought I was the main character. I thought I had the plot armor. I thought the world ran on narratives and feelings. I forgot that the world actually runs on servers, and the people who know how to keep them running have all the real power. I check my bank account. Rent is due in a week. I have no reference. I have no portfolio. It was all Simon's work. I have a degree in sociology and a reputation for destroying databases. The Uber driver pulls up. It's a Prius. Male driver. You Emma, he asks. I get in. I don't say anything. I just sit in the back and watch the rain blur the city lights. For the first time in my life, I have nothing to say. I posted about burnout for likes. Now I'm actually burnt out. And the only person who could fix my computer just blocked me on everything. 6 months later, working as a receptionist at a yoga studio. Minimum wage, no benefits, but the vibes are good. I'm scrolling LinkedIn on my lunch break. I see a post. It's Simon. He's at a major competitor. Title, VP of Engineering. He looks healthy. He grew a beard. He's smiling in the photo. Caption, grateful to work with a team that values execution over optics. Building cool things with cool people. Thousands of likes. I see a comment from my old CEO. Great catch, guys. He's the best in the business. Our loss is your gain. I feel sick. I put the phone down. A customer walks in. A guy in a hoodie. Headphones around his neck. Looks just like him. Hi, I say, putting on my customer service voice. Checking in. He looks at me. Doesn't smile. Just nods. Yeah. I check him in. I watch him walk into the studio. I realize something. I was never the queen. I was just the jester who didn't know the joke was on her. I open a new tab. Search for Introduction to SQL. Maybe it's not too late to learn how the world actually works. Probably is. Close tab. Open Instagram. Post a picture of my herbal tea. Caption, healing era, #growth. 0 likes.